Confluence Control Pages, Pro Documentation Workflow Guide. Let's kick off with a simple truth. Structured control pages save everyone time. When every page follows the same layout, audits and reviews move faster. Because reviewers know exactly where to look, consistency means readers can find evidence, owners, and status in seconds. It also prevents teams from recreating the wheel. Shared structure reduces duplicate work and conflicting versions. Finally, a clear format becomes a reusable template standard for new controls, so onboarding is smoother and documentation stays aligned. Think of it as your team's shared playbook, predictable, searchable, and ready for scrutiny. Start strong with a predictable title. Use the pattern. Control ID plus name plus status. For example, AC07, privileged access, implemented. Add labels to power search and rollups. Control, team, system, framework. Capture ownership details up front, owner, reviewer, and the next review date to keep accountability visible. Link out to foundations, the policy, the standard, and the Jira ticket tracking implementation or fixes. This front matter sets context in one glance and prevents stale pages. People see who to contact, what's current, and where the work lives. Open with a crisp control objective in one sentence, what risk this control addresses, and the intended outcome. Define scope clearly. List the systems, processes, and locations covered so no one assumes extra or missing coverage. State implementation status, planned, in progress, implemented, exception, and a simple risk rating, low/medium/high, to guide priority. Add a mini changelog right here. Date, what changed, and who edited. This snapshot lets auditors and teammates understand relevance and freshness without diving into the full document. Write a plain language control statement that a new hire can follow. What must happen, by whom, and why. Then map the control to frameworks such as SOC2 and ISO 27001, so compliance alignment is obvious. Show the requirement IDs, for example, CC 6.1, A 9.2.3, and include internal links to related requirements or guidance pages. If the primary approach doesn't fully meet a requirement, note compensating controls and explain how they reduce risk. Clear mapping reduces debate during audits and shows intentional design, not accidental coverage. Document the procedure as a numbered, step-by-step workflow from trigger to completion. For each step, call out roles. Use light RACI hints like owner, approver, or executor, so responsibilities are unmistakable. List inputs, tickets, logs, tools, IAM, CEEM, scripts, and frequency, daily, weekly, per change. Add automation notes, what's scripted, where alerts fire, and how failures escalate. Don't forget exceptions handling. Who can grant an exception, required evidence, approval time limits, and backout steps. Clarity here turns policy into repeatable, auditable action. Create an evidence inventory with storage locations, folder paths, repositories, or systems so auditors can self-serve. Define file naming conventions, for example, AC07_access review _the 31st of March 2025.pdf, and retention timelines to support traceability. Provide redacted examples, screenshots, SQL or API queries, and sample exports, so others can reproduce results without exposing sensitive data. Include a quick self-check. Confirm the right period, complete population, approvals captured, timestamps intact, and no manual edits without notes. High-quality evidence should be verifiable, complete, and tamper-evident. Define a few sharp KPIs, KRIs with thresholds, like % of privileged accounts reviewed on time, or mean time to remediate access issues. State the monitoring schedule, daily dashboards, weekly checks, quarterly reviews, and the responsible role. Explain issue logging, where findings go, severity levels, and remediation steps with owners and due dates. Summarize the last test results and link to internal reports so trends are visible. This section proves the control isn't just written. It's measured, managed, and continuously improved. Turn this structure into a reusable Confluence page template with clear placeholders for each section. Use Expand for long procedures, panels to highlight status or risks, and status macros to show implemented, in progress, or exception at a glance. Add page properties with key metadata, owner, status, next review date, to enable roll-up tables across your control library. Maintain version control via a dedicated changelog section, date, author, summary, so auditors can trace edits over time. A solid template keeps pages consistent, fast to create, and effortless to review.